Yo, what's up guys, Boss here, and I'm back with another YouTube video, and this time we're going to be playing some more ladder on my mini account. It's been a while, I think, since I played ladder on my mini account, probably at least a few weeks, and what we're going to be doing today is using this deck I've used a lot on my mini account. As you guys know, if you've seen some of my other videos I made on my mini account, this deck is even stronger, has the Brawler, and you guys saw this video is going to be covering a deck that I think is really good versus over-leveled cards, and I'm going to give my reasoning why. Graveyard is the type of win condition that it doesn't really matter what level it is because, you know, skeletons, I mean, of course they do less damage, but the aspect of it is the same. It overwhelms the other person's tower, and even if it's one level lower, it doesn't matter too much. The Goblin Cage, too, I feel like there's a lot of unique aspects to it because it doesn't only have the cage. You know, there's a Brawler that spawns out of it, and with the, you know, Goblin Brawler dealing more damage now, I feel like having it, you know, one level below your king or same is just not really gonna affect it too much. It's still just a really strong card that gets a lot of value, and Mega Knight is really good versus over-leveled cards too. Maybe they have like a Witch that's level 13, Wizard that's level 13, or even maxed E-Barbs, and even if they rage it up, Mega Knight fully counters it and stays alive, so it doesn't matter if it's 1 or 2 levels below, it still gets the job done and gets a lot of value. So let's go ahead and go into the first game. There's 10 days of the season left. I'm already at 5,000 plus trophies. I might try to break my personal best this season. Let's go ahead and go into the first game. Most of my cards are level 11. The only cards that are level 12 are my Poison and Baby Dragon. I actually just got the Baby Dragon upgraded. And just like that, we're starting the video off versus a level 13. So the question is he going to be having all level 13 cards, or is he going to be a little bit under-leveled? And it looks like he's going to be slightly under-leveled, but of course he still has, from the looks of it, cards that'll most likely be higher than mine, because he does have a level 12 Goblin Barrel, and then of course just with his King Tower being level 13, it's going to make things tricky. But because he was so aggressive and kind of just wasted his Skarmy there, we're going to go for a Graveyard. He's going to Inferno, and that's pretty much using majority of his elixirs, so at this point, I think this is Tower Down. I don't think we're going to 3-crown him, but we punish him super hard because he just was way aggressive, and as you guys know, you guys are really used to this, I'm sure. A lot of you guys at this trophy range, you know, you might be a level 11 too, maybe a level 10. Go versus these level 13s, just making these crazy plays, you know, really random plays. So we're going to go for a Goblin Cage. It will fully shut down that Hog Rider. Without it getting a hit, I don't think, unless he, like, spells or something. You see Brawler runs up and barely hits the Hog in time, so it doesn't get a single connection on our tower. So we're going to go for a Snowball and clean those up, and he's going to have a max Goblin Gang. So of course, just with that Goblin Gang being maxed and him having level 12 cards, his cards are going to be slightly higher than mine. But we're going to play some defense here. We already have such a significant lead that I feel like we don't really want to be too aggressive and, you know, end up losing and allowing him to make a comeback. So we're just going to go ahead and poison his Princess. He's going to go for an Inferno, kind of just going to complete waste, to be honest. We're going to go ahead and play a Goblin Cage. And at this point, just get some good defense. Can I Ewiz timing this in time? Yeah, I do time it in time. So if you guys didn't know, Ewiz can hit all the goblins. Just practice the timing. Very useful thing to do. I do that a lot when I use decks with Ewiz and I'm versing any kind of Goblin Barrel deck. Because especially if the Goblin Barrel is going to be higher level than your tower takes an extra shot to kill the goblins, which is really bad. So it's good to have some sort of solid defense, and that's where the Ewiz kind of comes in handy, when you can time it correctly and hit all of them. So unfortunately, the Princess doesn't end up walking in range of me being able to poison the Inferno and the King Tower. That's what I was hoping. Inferno, King Tower, and Princess at the same time. I unfortunately was not able to, and we're not going to end up dealing as much damage as I would have liked to his King Tower. We're not going to get anywhere near enough to 3-crown him. So what we're going to need to do here is just make sure we have some solid defense against this Hog Rider. And from the looks of it, we're going to end up, you know, walking away here with a pretty nice and easy first win. I didn't time the Ewiz correctly that time, but it didn't matter too much anyway, considering we already had the Brawler and Night Witch helping out on defense. So very nice and easy first win. We're going to play a few more, probably get to at least maybe 5,200 would be a good goal. We're a few games away from that. And we pick up 30 trophies here. Let's go ahead and go into the next one. Our next reward is coming up pretty shortly. I think after one more win, we probably will claim that epic. And now we're going versus level 12. So yeah, pretty much only level 12s and level 13s. And then as you guys know, if you do end up versing a level 11 or level 10 at this trophy range, they'll typically just end up having pretty much their whole deck like maxed out, or their whole deck one level higher. And I was kind of just, I forgot, with his miner being level 12, it does way more damage than like if it were level 11. So I kind of just decided to go for an Ewiz to clean it up. I'm going to go for a poison on his Witch here. And he's going to have a Valk. So I think we snowball this, go for a Night Witch, and we're kind of just feeling out what his deck is at this point. To be honest, I don't really, I don't really know what his Win Condition, is going to be, or what the rest of the cards are, really. He could just potentially have a Miner as his Win Condition. That would be highly unlikely. I would, expect him to have, maybe like a Balloon, Hog Rider. Who really knows at this point? But I think the play here would be just to go ahead and play our Mega Knight in the back. He's going to go Minions. Kind of go to complete waste there. Not going to do much for him. We're actually going to go ahead and Ewiz to help the Mega Knight here. It's actually, it got splashed, so it wasn't the best placement on my end. I could have played it like one tile more to the probably left or right. I was thinking, if I had the Ewiz live, I probably would have Graveyard, but with the Mega Knight at half health, it's not enough of a counter push. So we're just going to kind of let things die here. And we'll go ahead and play a Cage. Just go there, set that up. And then, of course, we have the Brawler that comes out that should be at full health because it attacks before the Valk does. We're going to go ahead and Night Witch in the back. And he's going to go for Defensive Miner. Pretty much not doing much except killing the Brawler. Alright, this might be a good chance for us to go in for our Graveyard. He's going to get a really nice Fireball off, well played. And as well as arrows. So, really aggressive play, but does get some good value for him. We're going to go for that, and then we're going to go ahead and... He actually minored into the Cage, so that's good for us. We're going to hopefully try to build up a push here. It is double Elixir, so we probably could be going in for like Mega Knights in the back and hoping they get like a lot of value. Because, yeah, he's going to go for Valk, so the Mega Knight is not only going to finish off the Valk, it's also going to get some good work in against the Witch, which is really good. But he is once again going to go for arrows and Snowball, which is just dealing so much damage to my tower. Now, this is a really aggressive play on his part, and I think, guys, it is finally time to punish him and go for our very first Graveyard of the game. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go in for a Graveyard, and then we're going to get ready for the Poison. And this is what you got to do, guys. When you're versing cards that are higher level, you got to be really patient, and then all it takes is one counter push, and they're just unable to defend, because in his situation, he went for a Bandit and a Miner at the bridge, getting a little greedy, seeing that, he was just trying to finish the game off quickly, because a lot of players with this trophy range, really, really impatient. They're just, they really just, for whatever reason, it almost feels like they just want to win the game as quick as they can sometimes, right, by, like, spamming everything at the bridge. So you really kind of have to benefit from their ability to, I guess, be, or... Wait, what do I want to pick here? We'll go for, they're both not really using a lot of decks, but I feel like E-Drag's used it more, because, there's that E-Golem E-Drag deck, and guards, I really can't think of anything, except maybe, like, Lava Hound, because RG Lightning isn't that good anymore. But anyway, 2 games away from 5,200. Let's go search for the next one. So I was going to say, you kind of have to take advantage of them not being able to be patient. And here we go, another level 13. Oh my goodness, we're not even versing any level 11s. Good luck. Let's start with a Goblin Cage, see what he wants to do. He could be pretty... Oh my goodness. He's going to start with a Balloon Hog at the bridge. First play of the game. I mean, what can I say? I'm not really even surprised. I mean, that's just a typical starting play at this trophy range. He is not going to get any damage except death damage. That's going to be it, which I would say isn't really too bad, considering the fact he did go in for a Hog and Balloon. Definitely could have been a lot worse. Ewiz, I thought, was going to stun, so then the tower retargeted onto the Baby Dragon. Unfortunately, that was not the case. Had that ended up happening, we would have probably gotten, like, at least 500 more damage on his tower, probably even more. So the question is what are the rest of the cards in his deck going to be? And he's going to have Recruits. So the only problem with that is because Oh, okay. So this is definitely going to be a bit of an issue, guys. Recruit's obviously not going to be that good, but with just our tower being level 11, I think we might go down here, guys. He's definitely going to take tower most likely. Or maybe not take it, but deal a lot of damage. So the question is here is, can we come back? I mean, with this deck, it's kind of a double elixir deck anyway, because you have a pretty expensive deck. It's, I think, 4.3. So you're really going to kind of be building your main pushes in double. So the question is can we, like, readjust and come back? So I think we got to go for a high cage to pull everything here, distract the balloon for as long as we possibly can, go for a snowball, push it back, making it, you know, not even able to get death damage because we pushed it back, which is really good. Now, we can go Ewa's in the back. He's probably going to be, I was going to say maybe playing a minion horde, but it looks like he is going to go for recruits. Which sucks because we're unable to defend both lanes. I think what we got to do now is we got to go for our first graveyard push of the game and hope it kind of works out here, because usually they don't have good spells versus graveyard in this trophy range. You know what I noticed at this trophy range? For whatever reason, not many people use poison, which again is just another really good reason to be using graveyard. So this time he does end up going for the hog in the front, which means the balloon is actually going to have a tank for it, which is kind of bad because the balloon is more, I feel like, more of a threat than the hog. I feel like the hog is just really easy for us to stop. But, you know, we're slowly but surely potentially making a comeback here. I mean, we do successfully take his tower, but of course with this being a 2-tower game, probably better for him since we're, you know, we're the ones using graveyard, which means he has the king as well helping out. And we really don't know if we're going to be able to end up building another push here, and it looks like he's going to go for a rocket. So he had that rocket this whole game, just didn't use it for whatever reason earlier in the match. Maybe there just wasn't an opportunity for him to use it, but regardless, it's going to be the first time he uses it this game. And we're going to go for a poison here, finishing all this off. He's going to go for a hog, which we do need to get a goblin cage off for. And something tells me he's getting a little bit impatient, which is good for us. I think if we keep doing what we're doing, we may eventually be able to just overwhelm him. We're going to go for a poison, and it's pretty soon that we're going to have to get a graveyard off, otherwise we will potentially run out of time. So I'm actually going to go for a graveyard now. One of the bats survived, so it's a perfect opportunity. He's going to go for hog. Is this going to be like, not necessarily a base race, but no, I think, yeah, that's GG. Oh, that was close. I just couldn't get the damage I needed with the graveyard, and when I finally went in for a graveyard, the Skarmy just did such a good job of taking it out. Alright, we can still get 5,200. Only one loss. Nothing to be too ashamed of. And if we didn't have that unlucky start, you know, potentially, you know, Elixir Golem isn't actually that good anymore after the nerfs it got. It's just kind of the healer which makes it so strong. So I'm going to... Nope, we didn't get any better rares, so I wish I kept Elixir Golem. But anyways, let's go into the next game. We can still make it to 5,200. We just need to, from this point on, win, I think, 2 or 3 more games. And we are going versus a fellow level 11. So the question is he going to have, you know, card levels, you know, around the same as mine? Or is he going to have, you know, level 13 cards like usual? I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, we'll have to see, and there you go, level 13 Valkyrie, and he's only going to be a level 11. He's going to go for a level 12 Minion Horde at the bridge for apparently no reason, and then he's going to follow that up with the Hog Rider, so playing everything at the bridge for, as I said, pretty much no reason. You can see Goblin Cage does a great job distracting there. Hog doesn't get a single connection on the tower, and now we have a bit of counter push in both lanes. Bats piling up on his tower, and Brawler coming in. There we go, guys. This is what I'm talking about. So, 6 Elixir, level 13 E-Barbs getting shut down by a 7 Elixir Mega Knight. Now, obviously, you are spending 1 Elixir more, but with that being said, you have this huge counter push potential. So, 3 Elixir spent in the other lane, take it out for 2. Now, is he going to defend this successfully? Probably not. Mega Knight's going to jump on his tower. At this point, he's not going to have any Elixir after wasting those Fire Spirits. And with the Baby Dragon behind, should be tower down if I had to guess. But he might whip out something last second, like potentially, you know, maybe an E-Wiz to stun it, slow it down. But looks like the tower will go down. So just like that, really nice start. Again, just really crazy aggressive from this guy, just starting out with like a minion horde at the bridge and then following it up with a hog. Crazy aggressive, but as I've already said, something you can take advantage of really easily. And I think he's leaking Elixir. I shouldn't have done that, because now I don't have any Elixir to defend the hog, but he was leaking, like, a lot. So I just... Was he, like, trolling me or something? Like, making me think he gave up? Because, I don't know. I feel like at this trophy range, you really never know. So he does go for the E-Barbs, obviously, which are going to end up taking out the tower, but the cage is going to mitigate kind of most of the damage, just to make sure he doesn't 3-crown us. Because if he had the 2 E-Barbs go for the king, and if he froze or something, it very well could have been a 3-crown, but I kind of remained pretty calm there, just was comfortable defending majority of it for 4 Elixir, and we kind of got the better end of that exchange. So pretty much we just need to play defense here, because a poison will finish off the game. Is it once again going to go E-Barbs? I mean, Cage is going to do a better job of distracting it this time, since we're going to have the Arena Tower and the King shooting it. So pretty much no chance for him. We could even go for the Graveyard, just try to, as Tag would say, assert dominance and try to secure the 3-crown. And we might end up doing it. 2 seconds left, 1 second left, and it looks like we do end up getting the 3-crown versus Cellman here. So 28 trophies, it's going to mean we are most likely going to have to be play 2 more games to get to 5,200, which is the goal. If we can't reach it, it's okay, but it would be, I think, the ideal goal of this video. We're going versus a level 12 here. Good luck. And he's going to start with a max Teal Spirit at the bridge. So, he's going to go Skeletons as well. We're going to leak a little bit, chill here, see what he wants to do, because my deck is fairly expensive, and he's right now doing nothing that really forces a response out of me, so I really have no reason to make a play. See here if he wants to, with him having Skeletons and Log, makes me wonder, is this going to be Expo? Is this going to be a Hog Cycle? Is it potentially going to be something else? And it looks like it is going to be Hog, so we're going to go for a Mega Knight. And I'm also going to pair it up with a Cage, just to make sure the Hog doesn't get any damage on our tower. Probably would have gotten 1 or 2 hits had I not played it, and I didn't really want to take that damage. So far, everything he's been using right now has pretty much been maxed out, which is kind of crazy, considering he is only a level 12. The Brawler takes out the Musketeer, though. That was really good. So we're going to go for a Night Witch in the back. He might Fireball it. From the looks of it, this is going to be 2.6. Now, normally Mega Knight Graveyard would have a really solid matchup versus 2.6, but with how high level his cards are, I actually think this is going to be a very interesting game, and I'm curious to see how it plays out. Obviously, in single, we have a really difficult time keeping up with this cycle, but I feel like when we get in double, things are just going to be a bit easier for us. So poison on top of that Muskie. Is he going to end up protecting? It looks like he decides not to, so that's just going to die in the poison. And let's have Mega Knight ready. We'll actually Baby Drag. His Musk is out of cycle, so it's going to get some decent value. I'm actually going to do this, because I'm, like, again, for this trophy range, for whatever reason, people have a really hard time defending graveyards. Like, you can see, really, I would say poor defense on his end, if I'm being honest, versus that Graveyard. Obviously, 2.6 has a hard time defending Graveyard, don't get me wrong, but he took way too much damage. I think he somehow messed up the way he played it. Maybe the Cannon was played in the wrong place, or he played his Log way too late. Yeah, I think he just played the Log way too late, to be honest. Musketeer comes down extremely late. He was already locked on, and the Brawler locked on. He really just kind of messed up that defense there, so We're going to go Snowball to kill the Musketeer because our Poison, with it being only level 12, it alone cannot finish off a Musketeer. So 30 seconds to go. We just need one more solid set of defense versus his Hog pushes. He tries to juke us out, go other lane, but we're not falling for that, so we'll just go for an Ewiz on top of his Hog Rider. And then we'll go for a Poison on top of his Musketeer. And that should do it. He might try to go in the right lane now because he tried juking us out in the left. But regardless, whatever he tries to do, he's just simply not going to have enough time to take our tower. So that is going to be GG, putting us one win away from 5,200. So let's go into one last match. Maybe we'll win, get 5,200, and if we lose, don't get it, that's alright as well. But let's go ahead and go into it and see what happens, see what we go verse, and see if we're versing another, like, okay, not a level 13, level 12. I was going to say, we'll see if we're versing another level 13. Luckily, it is going to be level 12. He's going to start with Elixir Golem in the back, first play of the game. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the question is what Elixir Golem deck is this going to be? If he doesn't have Healer, I can tell you right now, it's a very bad Elixir Golem deck. Elixir Golem without Healer is just really bad. You're basically giving the other person free Elixir if you don't have the Healer. So that's the question. Obviously, with him having that Wizard, and I didn't have a Mega Knight in cycle, it's getting tremendous value, no doubt about that. But very, very questionable Skarmy on his end there. And as I said, with us getting all that Elixir, I think he's at what, maybe like 5 right now, and look at all the stuff we have on the board. How in the world is he going to defend that? Okay, thank you, more free Elixir. Yeah, I don't think that was the correct response. We're going to pick up another 4 free Elixir here. We won. Like, so guys, just kind of a pro tip to you guys, if you use Elixir Golem without Healer, put a Healer in the deck. You need Healer for Elixir Golem to work. Elixir Golem alone is actually not that strong after the HP nerfs it got. And just like that, we 3-crown him pretty much after his first push, because he just went all out, gave us 8 free Elixir, because he played 2 Golems, has no Healer to support them, he's just not getting the value he's looking for, and then of course Wizard is just not really a strong card. So that's going to get us to 5,200. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and you guys enjoyed this deck as well. As I said, I think it's good. It's just a really solid deck versus over-leveled cards. Because, I mean, the Mega Knight, the Graveyard, the Goblin Cage are really good, even if you don't have them maxed out. You really don't need them maxed, they still get so much value. Because, I mean, look at all the stuff we beat. I mean, a lot of level 13 cards. This guy pretty much had a fully maxed 2.6 deck. This guy was pretty much fully, well, not fully maxed, but he did have a level 11 Skarmy. This guy was fully maxed, really the only person we lost to. It was a really close game, though. But yeah, a lot of crazy decks. A lot of you guys do enjoy it when I play mid-ladder, though, so let me know if this season you want another one of these videos on my mini account. Maybe I'll try to break my personal best, go to 5,600, something like that. But yeah, still 10 days of the season left, a lot of time, so definitely possible. But that's going to be it. Make sure to like the video if you guys enjoyed it, subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and thanks again until next time, guys.